Guys, this is Hawkeye, and I am back with Russian Fishing 4, and we recently got a pretty good size update. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to touch on all the changes, but I will say this: it seems like the game itself is running a lot better. I'm getting a lot of frames per second. Notice that even when it's raining, I'm getting a lot more frames per second, so I think they did some optimizing that have been much helpful for playing this game. One of the biggest things that I was really pleased to find out was that they have made it so that you can make cheese cubes and potato cubes, something you couldn't do before. You had to either purchase it. For some reason, when you first start the game, it seems like it takes a while for it to bring up things in the tackle store and whatnot, but let me go ahead and show you here real quick. Under baits, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So you've got the diced potatoes, but they've added a few others. Oatmeal porridge is new, pea porridge is new, egg dough, cornmeal porridge. Let's see, honey dough, that's another new one. And of course you can, if it's available, you can purchase it, which I'm going to go ahead and buy some more diced potatoes for now. But you can actually make your own potatoes, because one of the things that you will see as I exit here, if you go to the skills window over here, they've added a few new skills. Now if you're just getting back into the game, they freed up all your skill points so that you can redistribute your points. Now I've already gone ahead and done that, but one of the things that you have under your harvesting baits is making potato cubes right here. And I could already make oatmeal porridge, which I never made before. I can make wheat grains. So I'm almost to the point of making garlic dough and making cheese cubes. So I'm getting there. I think it's 35%. Yep. So I'll be able to open up both of these two. And that at 40%. And I'm real close to 35%. So that's a good thing. And the other big thing is, guys, is under the accessories, we now have different types of bite indicators. We have the original bells. Now if you already had bells on your feeder rods, you're going to still have one. So don't worry about losing that. But it's just going to be one this time, not a whole bunch. But you can also purchase these other bells, and each one of them has a different sound. In fact, even the first one has a different sound. But these are kind of cool. These are kind of pricey, but when you get further along in the game, they can be really cool to use. And this one doesn't make any sound at all, but what it does is it flashes a different color light. And this one flashes a light and makes a buzzing sound or a jingling sound or something like that. So that could be kind of cool to mix up things. And I will tell you, I'm going to list down at the bottom, but there is a much more detailed description from my good buddy KACHE. He went through this and step by step touched on everything. So we're just going to do what I do, and that's fish. So checking the weather, it's 12.1 degrees and sunny. So it's a little on the warm side for burbot fishing, and plus the sun being out, not really sure about that. I think what we'll probably end up doing is doing some probably gonna go after carp this time. Now if the temperature would drop below 10 degrees, and especially if it rains, you bet your sweet patootie I'm going after burbot. Because that's where the XP comes from, guys. What is that bell that keeps going off? Oh, it must be an indicator for when you reach a new area or something. Yeah, when that thing settled, you know, like that thing sets up, tells you when you're in a new location. See if there's a bell that goes off. Now we're getting close to Sleepy Hollow. Yep, that's what it is. Now I've never fished over here. And there's some stick-ups and all kinds of stuff here. I think I might try fishing here just to see what it's like. Let me check over here too. See if it's any better. Actually, that's not bad either. Well, tell you what. Let's fish for here for a little while. I just want to see what if anything we do that's different. We're pretty close to the bridge, so alright, let's go ahead and get our gear set up here. Now I have got my Asteria. I've got corn on it, and I'm going to change that, guys. I'm going to switch that because originally I was fishing for tench last time. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pearl barley, because pearl barley, I usually get pretty good bites off of that, no matter what the situation is. And I'm going to set my reel speed to 30 so it doesn't take so long to reel in, and set my friction brake to 22. That's just something I do, and we're just going to barely throw it out there. We're not going to throw it out real far, right there amongst the stick-ups. And we'll back up a little bit. And something else I want you to notice, this is something Kachi covered as well. If you see that little circle that's all lit up white on the bottom of the screen, that is a line indicator, guys. What that does is that tells you how much line's left, and that for me is a godsend. I absolutely love that new feature. And something is biting that, I think. So we're gonna see how the jingle is different. Alright, we're going to see what happens with that here in a minute. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out my second rod. And I'm going to take the cheese off. Put the corn on. This is my medium rod, basically. Now granted, the rod's the same size, but I've got lighter line on it, and the reel's not as strong. So let's go ahead and toss that out. And I've got the second bell on that. Notice it has a different sound. And now the third one. Now this one should sound like a cowbell. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put on my potatoes. I am so glad to have potatoes back. They were gone for a while. They were out of stock. I don't know what the deal was with that, but it may have been because of the changes. I'm not sure. I am going to have to find out from Kachi how you get the potatoes, though. I mean, do you have to go to a different map? I would assume you get it from the grocery store. But they're not in this grocery store. That much I know for certain. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. Listen to the difference here, guys. This one jingles. This one tinkles. And that one's like a cowbell. And it sounds like I'm getting some activity on the middle one, which is real nice because you can, even if you're not looking at it, you can tell which one you're getting a bite on. So I was getting a bite on the middle one. Did he give up? Well, he may have given up, guys. But we're going to try this for a little while. If nothing happens, we'll move on down to the bridge over to Sleepy Hollow. But I'll bring you back if something happens. A bite on the Asteria. As you can hear, the jingle's going on, and we're going to see what we got here. It's not huge, and it's not going to come in for some reason. Oh, here it is. It's a common roach. We'll keep that one. It looks like we're getting a bite on the middle one, but I'll go ahead and throw this out first. I'm just going to barely toss it out this time. I mean, just barely. And we're going to see if we still have this activity here. Sometimes if you just tap it like that, that's enough incentive. Yeah, something small is messing with this. I'm just going to go ahead and check it. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not very serious. Either that or it's so small that it's not really registering. Yeah. Well, let me increase the reel speed because I just noticed that I did not do that. That'll make it reeling in a lot quicker. I'm going to try to just tap that. Yeah, right there. Right next to that stick up. We'll see if we can get them interested. I think I might throw some ground bait out there. I always keep this gibble carp. Good God, didn't mean to throw it that far. Oh, wow. Did you see that? That was pretty cool. Bounced off against the tree. Bop. So I don't know if that was good or not. It was kind of cool to see. But we'll see if that attracts anything. I'm eventually going to have to go back and get more goodies to put more ground bait together. But we'll give this a little bit of a chance. The Asteria's going off again. Yeah, that pearl barley always attracts a lot of fish. Even if the others don't. It seems like there's a lot of common roach over here. Alright, let me see. I'm going to change my bait to bread. 2 reasons. 1, I have a lot of it. 2, just want to mix it up a little bit. I would like to get the stuff to make some of those others, like the oatmeal. I just kind of see how well that does. Yeah, the corn dough will probably do real well with the carp, I would imagine. Oh, there's a fish on here. There is a fish. It's an eyed. I think we're still going to move though. Yeah, I get kind of, you become kind of a creature of habit. You get your spots that you feel comfortable with. And I get a little bit afraid to try new ones. unless somebody gives me a good spot to try directly, because this is a great spot to be when it's warm. Always had a lot of luck fishing here when it's warm. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and for my first rod I'm going to change the hook size, because I think I've got... No, it's good. That hook is good. Was it this one? Yeah, I'm going to change this to a number 2. I don't have a number 2? Thought I did. Alright, we'll just go to a 1. And then we'll put the corn back on here. But number 2 is good. So is the number 1. 1/0's a little bit big, so I'm thinking I might have a little more luck if I use that. And then I've got a 3 on this one. We're going to toss that a little too far out there. That's better. We're going to toss that right there. Pull out number 2. We're going to toss that right in the center. With this warm weather, our chances of getting tench is pretty high too. And potatoes right out there. More in the center. Whoop. And once it gets later, what we'll do is we'll switch the big rod, throw it way out over there in the center, because if you check the map, there is a tiny little hole right out here. It's not a whole lot deeper, but it's there. There's also one over here, but I've never been able to hit it, to be honest. But we'll see what we can pull off. It looks like we're getting some action on this potato, guys. We'll just keep an eye on it. Hopefully, he's just not playing with it. Guys, I am back. I had to leave for a little bit, and when I got back it was night already. So I've already got everything set up. The only thing I haven't done here is I haven't thrown any ground bait in. And I went ahead and got some of that together and made some more. And we'll go ahead and toss that out there. Now I've got bread on my Asteria, I've got corn on the first Palmer rod, and I have potatoes on the last one, as I did before. It's not very cool. It's still like 12.2 degrees. That's not the best burbot fishing. If it was under 10, I would probably switch over here and throw the large Palmer rod out there just to see if it'd do any good. But I put my little lamp over here, because if you put it off to the side or up on like an elevated spot, it really lights things up well. Oh, here we go. Nice way to start that off. Yeah, I have a lot of bread, so it ain't gonna hurt to use a little bit of it. Okay, make sure that's tightened up. Uh-oh. Sounds like we got a bite. This would be the corn. And see how well it shines? So not only will I hear it, but I also will see it quite well. But yeah, put it at about an angle, and then, I'll be darned. They are really going for the bread tonight. These guys aren't very big. Actually, hold on just a second. I just got some bait. I haven't tried it yet, and I really do want to try it. I got these boilies, and I got vanilla. I really didn't know what to get. If anybody has any more knowledge about boilies, I've never really fished with them, but I want to see what that will attract, if anything. I mean, I don't know if it attracts specific ones, but we'll see, I guess. And again, if nothing bites it, I guess we'll know not to use it here. Anyway, I think it's going to become a waiting game here, which is fine. It is almost 2 in the morning, and that is the slow time. There's always a lull at 2 a.m. Alright guys, I'll be back in case something happens. Guys, I fished over on this side for a couple in-game hours and nothing happened. And it's just been really, really quiet. It's kind of unusual. I mean, even with the ground bait. I mean, I have that happen every now and then, but it seems like the fish are just not biting much. Kind of strange. But yeah, usually they're biting like crazy over here. But I need to eat before I starve to death. Get some sausages. A little bread. But yeah, I'm just a little surprised. Here we go. Now we're getting some action. I put cheese on this just to see what might go for that. Looks like we're still getting the common roach. I also put the Asteria on the right side because for some reason I like it better that way. I don't know why, honestly. Is that line slack? Yeah, it's a little slack. Just like when it tightens up, slack sometimes means that it's got something on it too. But I put cabbage on this, so try to see if I can get some grass carp activity here. But it's getting cloudy. Cloudy is good. Cloudy's darn good. That's ideal carp fishing weather. So hopefully things might start to improve a little bit here. Yep, there we go. Yeah. I swear, I'm not real pleased with these little bitty fish. I mean, these are what we call bait. What we call bait. Yeah, I really like these bells, though. I must say I'm impressed with the update. But it looks like other people are catching stuff, so maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. Okay. Looked like there's a little bit of slack in it, and I was not sure if that meant there was something there or not. Alright guys, well that's kind of our first look at this. I must say I do like the updates. And okay, I thought I saw something. I do love these updates, guys, and you gotta come and check it out. And hopefully things will improve. I'm sure as soon as I stop recording, I'll start catching fish like crazy again, because that's the way it works. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will be back with another episode of Russian Fishing 4. And always remember, guys, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. I will see you later. Bye-bye.